Well, the next two green flag laps could be two of the most critical of the season, and here's why. Take a look at the championship standings. With 2 laps and 1 race to go before the cutoff in the chase for the Nextel Cup, Jamie McMurray and Matt Kenseth have worked their way into the top 10.
McMurray currently runs in the 7th position. We see he has an 8-point advantage over Ryan Newman, who's in 11th, and Jeff Gordon 34 behind Jamie McMurray. Elliott Sadler just 56 back.
The maximum amount of points you can gain in one race, 156. Dale Earnhardt Jr., his engine expired. Went up big time, as they said. The thin hopes he had gone. Matt?
Bill, back in February, Doug Richards' car went to victory lane. You've got another shot. He was 16th at one point, 2 tires. You've got your man in position. Does he have enough car to get around the 5?
Well, he said the 5 car was pretty loose right there off of 2 on that last green flag run. So, you know, we've had an emotional roller coaster. We've been good, we've been bad. Now we're back in position, you know, to have a good finish. But more important, just for this National Guard Ford, all the troops that's out there deployed and having to go to Louisiana. These guys just got back from Iraq, and they're right back in a plane and off to Louisiana to help those folks there. So I tell you, the National Guard, having those guys behind us in our country right now is awesome, feeling them to be supported. We hope we can pull something out for the troops right here. Hey, this one's for you guys. Pull hard, buddy.
Hoping to sweep Fontana 2005, Alan.
This is Lance McGrew, crew chief for 3rd place, Brian Vickers. Is this an offensive restart or a defensive restart for you?
Well, they're all offensive. I'll tell you what, I can't say enough about the Ditech Chevrolet tonight. The guys have done an awesome job in the pits. And we're cutting it right to the very edge on gas mileage. But I tell you what, it's been hard for me to get into the race tonight because I'm a native of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I know what all going through down there from Hurricane Katrina, and I just want everybody to know they're my thoughts and prayers. And I tell you what, it's good to see everybody come together and give some aid to that community.
All right, Lance, thanks. We agree. Dave?
Robbie Reiser now. Robbie, your car has not been as fast as a 5 all night. Will the 4 tires make up the difference?
Well, that's why we got them on there. You know, the only way we're going to be able to beat them was put 4 tires on it, so that's what we did, and hope for the best here.
All right, they'll hang on for these last few laps. It's going to be good, guys.
You betcha, Dave. So Kyle Busch on 2 tires, Biffle and Vickers in 2nd and 3rd on 2 tires, Matt Kenseth on 4, Tony Stewart on 4.
They're going to take the green flag on lap 252. If they go 2 laps, it's going to, which they will, it's the 254. You know, somebody just might run out of fuel.
Yes, I mean, more than one somebody.
More than one. And if the caution flag should come out, once the green flag is displayed, if the caution flag does come out, the race is over.
NASCAR makes one attempt to give the fans a green flag finish. So the green will come out, then the white, then the checkered flag. If at any time during those 2 laps the caution comes out, the race is over.
Now, you know, Biffle was commenting that the 5 car of Kyle Busch was loose off of 2. So what do you think Biffle's going to do off of turn 2?
Be on his bumper.
He's going to try to get right on the tail of that 5 car, even make him more loose so he has to check up and he can get the spot.
All right, all you here.
That's right, it's all you, Kyle.
20-year-old guy on a big restart, looking for his first win.
Green flag.
Boy, they were really spread out there.
A good start, though. Got 4 or 5 car lengths in between him and Biffle right now.
Tony Stewart on the inside of Matt Kenseth trying to take away a spot. Couldn't make it.
Down the back. Vickers blocking Kenseth. Matt dives to the inside. He's got those 4 tires, wants by that 25.
Here comes a 99 car.
Up on the outside of Stewart, gets a spot.
Last lap.
One more, buddy, one more.
Edwards on the outside of Kenseth. Whoa, he got that thing hung out.
And those points will hurt Matt trying to make the chase.
He's going to lose another spot. Tony Stewart.
Nerves are already through the roof.
Through turns 3 and 4. Tomorrow the headlines will say Busch won at California.
Here it is.
But it'll be Kyle Busch Kyle Busch wins at California.
Yeah, get it, get it, get it. Yeah, Texas Cup winner by 4 days, Kyle Busch, baby. Yeah.
Kyle Busch is the youngest winner in the history of the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series by 4 days. Donald Thomas won at Lakeland Speedway in Georgia. He was 20 years old, 4 months and 6 days. Busch is 20 years, 4 months and 2 days.
That's pretty awesome. At least the fireworks was on cue tonight.
I kind of like it.
Dave Burns.
You talked about Kyle Busch being 20 years old. Here's his young crew chief, Alan Gustafson. What about that run for Kyle?
Unbelievable, unbelievable. I just got to thank everybody at Kellogg's, Hendrick Motorsports, all that 525 team. Awesome effort, you know. It's a team effort. Kyle Busch drove his heart out. CarQuest, GMAC, Delphi, everybody supported us. Long time coming. We really wanted to get Kyle that youngest winner record, and we just barely got it, so we feel good.
All right, go celebrate. Alan runs across the wall with the rest of his team. Kyle's out there doing donuts, Bill.
Thank you, David. Chevrolet congratulates Kyle Busch and the 5 team on today's win in their Monte Carlo. The defending manufacturer's champion takes win number 569 overall. Chevy, the revolution races on.
He's not on fire, is he?
Can't believe it. Let's take a quick look at the championship standings. 1 race remains before the chase for the Nextel Cup. That's next Saturday night at Richmond. You'll see it live on TNT.
So Mark Martin is in.
Kurt Busch is in.
Jeremy Mayfield. He looks like he's going to have a really good shot. Carl Edwards gained some points. Kenseth went to 9th, and McMurray is in 10th by 1 point. Wow.
Ryan Newman on the outside looking in by 1 point. Jeff Gordon 30 back. Elliott Sadler stays alive. 52 back. It would be very difficult for Jarrett, Harvick, or Nemechek.
It's between Kenseth, McMurray, Jeff Gordon,
Ryan Newman.
Man, Marty?
It was a frustrating night for Ryan Newman. The car didn't handle the way he wanted it to. He's going to climb out of the 12 car and talk about his night here at California. I know that wasn't the night you wanted, Ryan, and you will now have to race your way in next week at Richmond. You're out by 1 point only.
That's okay. We got what we got right now, and we had a good test at Richmond. Unfortunately, the Sony Dodge didn't run as well as we wanted it to, but good effort. We're still alive. Got our head just barely below water, but we got time to pick it back up and get a breath of fresh air.
Matt?
And Jeff Gordon climbs out of his car. Jeff, unofficially, you've dropped to 12th, 30 points out of 10th. You did want to have to go into Richmond to try to win and race your way in. Looks like that's what you're going to have to do.
Yeah, you know, we just haven't performed this year, and we sucked today. That was just pathetic, and I want to congratulate Kyle. What an awesome job. Really proud of those guys. They deserve it. They've been running good, and we haven't, so that's why we're where we're at, and we'll go to Richmond and see what we can do.
Is that probably one of the best places for you to go to try to have to race your way in, looking at your past history?
Who cares where we go? It doesn't matter right now. Yeah, everywhere we go, we stink or we're good. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't go into it with any expectations. Certainly what we've done in the past doesn't mean anything right now. You know, we had a good test there. I thought we had a great car going in tonight, and obviously that wasn't the case, so why should I be the one predicting what's going to happen in Richmond?
See you next week. Jeff Gordon have to race his way in next week, Dave.
Greg Biffle finished 3rd last week, 2nd this week. Greg, how important is it for you guys to run so well now that you're solidly in the chase?
Well, it's really important. We wanted to win here tonight, and just Kyle got a great restart there, and congratulations, Kyle Busch and that whole Hendricks team. those guys have been, coming on a win for a long time, and it's exciting for your first win. And just a great job by the guys in the pits. We put spring rubbers in, adjusted the heck out of that race car tonight, and tight to loose to just can't drive it. But just thoughts and prayers with everybody in the Gulf Coast and all the National Guard folks down there helping everybody. And I know there's a lot of soldiers called to duty to go down there, and we're just thinking about all of them.
All right, Greg came up just a bit short tonight. Someone who did not is standing by with Alan.
And as he gets unstrapped from the car, Big Brother is leaning in the window, sharing a congratulatory thought.
Proud of you, buddy.
And stepping back to let young brother Kyle have his moment in the spotlight as he has scored his first NASCAR Nextel Cup Series win tonight here in California. We heard from Kyle earlier in the evening about the frustration at being so close to winning and not being able to just find a way to victory lane. He's here now. It's Rick Hendrick, the team owner. Kyle, we talked earlier this weekend about the frustration at not quite being able to get that first win. You've gotten it now. What are your thoughts?
It's unbelievable. For how much joy we're able to share here for a first Nextel Cup win, I still want to be able to dedicate it to all those folks down in Louisiana and Mississippi. I mean, it's a terrible devastation that they've had to go through. And hey, Mr. H, hey.
Calling for Rick Hendrick.
We're going to donate your share and my share of these winnings to the Red Cross for the foundation down there.
Absolutely.
There you go. So I saw Carl Edwards do that last night. I thought that was a first-class act, and we want to do the same. That's awesome. So I can't say enough about the chassis shop, body shop, everybody from sweeping floors all the way up to Mr. H. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Everybody takes so much effort to get here, and we finally got here.
Were you concerned when they called you down pit road for tires on that last caution, looking around trying to see what other people were doing? Did you know what was going on in the car?
They were actually saying stay out. Alan was saying stay out, and I thought I ran over something, and the right front was getting softer in the late going. And my nerves were just getting to me. I hope my grandma's sitting down now, because I know hers are getting to her. But still, I mean, it was, we came down pit road there, and everybody else followed us. And I was like, cool, this is going to be all right. And then I slid through the box a little bit and got too close to the wall, and Alan made an awesome call there right in the mid pit stop and called for 2 tires, and that was it. That's exactly what got us that win today.
Congratulations.
Thanks, that's awesome. Appreciate it.
Kyle Busch, a first-time Nextel Cup Series winner.
Brian Vickers there to congratulate him. Take a look at the unofficial results from tonight's race. Kyle Busch.
Greg Biffle, all the guys on the right with a green arrow, they've led a lap. Kyle Busch led the most laps tonight.
95 of them.
And Jamie McMurray back in 8th spot. What a great comeback.
Kurt Busch finishing 12th. Kurt clinches by starting the race at Richmond, just to clarify that. So when he takes the green flag next week, Kurt will be locked into the chase for the Nextel Cup.
Ryan Newman back in 18th. 1 point out. There's Jeff Gordon, 21st.
Jeremy Mayfield clinches next week if he finishes 39th or better. So he's got a pretty good shot at it.